Welcome back to World Fact Finder. In this episode, we will discuss 50 amazing facts from the Trivia Trove. Are you ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Tragic creation of Hildegard. Aurora Rodriguez Carbalera, a self-taught Spanish woman with no formal education, sought to create an ideal human being through her daughter, Hildegard, who was born in 1914. By age 2, Hildegard was reading, and by 8, she spoke 4 languages. She entered law school at 13 and became a professor at 18. However, when Hildegard attempted to run away at 19, her mother tragically killed her. Number 2. Ash Ketchum caught only 57 unique Pokémon throughout the cartoon series, which is roughly 7% of all the Pokémon available to him. Number 3. Navinder Sarao, an autistic man living in his parents' London home, partially caused the 2010 flash crash, during which the U.S. stock market temporarily lost $1 trillion in value. Over 5 years, Sarao profited $40 million by using custom algorithms to trick high-frequency traders. Number 4. Alanis Morissette was dropped by her record label after disappointing sales of her first 2 albums. However, her third album, Jagged Little Pill, became the 13th highest-selling album of all time worldwide. Number 5. At least 9 of President Kennedy's Secret Service agents were recovering from an all-night bender that ended at 5 a.m. on the day of his assassination. Number 6. Globetrotters' unexpected loss. During a 1990 match against the Washington Generals, the Harlem Globetrotters lost track of the game and found themselves down by 12 points with just 2 minutes left. Forced to play conventional basketball, they rallied but couldn't recover. The final buzzer left the crowd dumbfounded and disappointed, with some children in the stands even crying after the loss. Number 7. Canadian serial killer nurse Elizabeth Wetlaufer confessed to her pastor that she had murdered 4 people between 2011 and 2013, and he kept his promise not to turn her in. She also told a lawyer, a priest, and a sponsor from Alcoholics or Narcotics Anonymous, none of whom came forward. Elizabeth went on to murder 2 more people before her arrest in 2016. Number 8. Because Monsieur Night Shyamalan funded the movie Split himself, Universal executives were unaware that it was a sequel to his film Unbreakable until they first screened it. The executives were completely flummoxed since Unbreakable is a Disney movie. However, Shyamalan assured them it was fine because he had already obtained permission. Number 9. Kurt Lee, the first Chinese-American officer in the U.S. Marine Corps, yelled orders in Mandarin Chinese during the Battle of Incheon in the Korean War to confuse the opposing Chinese troops. Number 10. Gibraltar applied for city status in 2022, lost the bid, but later became a city anyway, after researchers discovered that Queen Victoria had granted it city status 180 years earlier, a fact that had been forgotten. Number 11. McDonald's $1 Million Tragedy. The 1988 McDonald's $1 Million winner was Scotty Landreth, a 13-year-old boy whose mother went on to claim the prize. She then squandered a significant portion, and her boyfriend stole what was left. He lost his mother 10 years later, no longer speaks to his sister, and was trimming trees for a living, as of 2018. Number 12. In 1998, a court sentenced John Ruffo, a convicted fraudster who orchestrated a $350 million bank scam, to 17 years in prison. The government set his bail at $10 million, and his family pledged their homes as collateral to cover it. Ruffo then disappeared, leading the government to seize the homes of his wife, mother, mother-in-law, and other relatives. Number 13. Borat's first movie was banned in Kazakhstan. But when the second one was released, the country launched a tourism campaign around the catchphrase, "Very nice." Number 14. During Hurricane Camille in 1969, rainfall in Virginia was so intense that birds drowned in trees and people had to cup their hands around their faces to breathe. The Weather Service reported that it was likely the maximum rainfall that meteorologists calculate as theoretically possible. Number 15. In 1998, Circuit City created and launched a proprietary disposable DVD called DivX, which was viewable for only 48 hours after the initial viewing unless an additional fee was paid. The product's failure in just 1 year cost the company so much money that it is believed to have contributed to their eventual bankruptcy. Number 16. Million-dollar fifth-grader winners. Only 2 individuals have won $1 million on the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader game. The first was a superintendent of Georgia Public Schools, and the other one was a Nobel Prize winner in physics. Number 17. The microwave safe label on plastic containers only means they won't melt or warp. It doesn't guarantee that chemicals won't leach into your food when heated. Number 18. Howard Hughes, a billionaire entrepreneur, once refused to leave a hotel room in Las Vegas. Instead, he decided to purchase the entire hotel. Hughes then expanded his holdings in the city, becoming the largest employer in Nevada. People credit him with significantly contributing to the modern transformation of Las Vegas. Number 19. In 1840, Abraham Lincoln and 4 other Illinois legislators jumped out of a window to prevent a quorum on a vote that would have eliminated the Illinois State Bank. It was reported that this wasn't the first time Lincoln had used this tactic to block a vote. Number 20. In ancient Sparta, brides would have their hair cut short and be dressed in men's clothing on their wedding night to appear less threatening to their grooms. Number 21. Germany's Paris gun legacy. During World War I, Germany built the Paris gun, one of the longest and largest artillery guns ever made. The gun's massive size led to significant wear and tear with each shot, necessitating the firing of shells in increasing diameters and in the correct order. Number 22. French pirate Olivier Levasseur allegedly tossed a necklace containing a 17-line cryptogram into a crowd moments before his execution, exclaiming, "Find my treasure, the one who may understand it." Although the necklace has been lost, treasure hunters have since tried to decode the cryptogram, hoping it will lead to his hidden treasure. Number 23. Several elite Ivy League colleges in the United States, including those attended by many famous people, took nude photos of every incoming freshman from the 1940s to the 1970s. They conducted this practice to assess the prevalence and severity of rickets, scoliosis, and lordosis in the population. Number 24. Miyairi Norihiro, a contemporary Japanese swordsmith, achieved the distinction of being the youngest individual to earn the title of Mukansa, a title exclusive to master swordsmiths. He also won the Masamune Prize in 2010, awarded for the most outstanding sword, though none of his blades are recognized as owazamono, a category for exceptionally sharp swords, as his blades have never been tested on a cadaver or living person. Number 25. In U.S. politics, Republicans have consistently been associated with the color red, and Democrats with blue only since the 2000 election. A choice made by the New York Times because red begins with R and Republican begins with R. Number 26. Wrestlers' medal refusal. In 2013, Indian wrestler Yogeshwar Dutt refused an Olympic silver medal upgrade after the original Russian medalist tested positive posthumously, wishing for the late athlete's family to keep the medal out of respect. Number 27. On October 24, 1956, Pentti Sarikoski set the longest javelin throw record at 99.52 meters, using a technique in which he held the end of the javelin. This technique was considered so out of control that it was banned shortly afterward, and no one has broken this record under modern javelin rules. Number 28. In the Spanish town of Coria del Rio, 700 residents are descendants of Hasekura Tsunenaga, a 17th-century samurai who settled there after a Japanese embassy returned home. These residents carry the surname Japon, which was originally Hasekura de Japon. Number 29. The oldest writings mentioning yogurt are attributed to Pliny the Elder, a Roman author and naturalist who lived in 68, the 1st century AD. He noted that certain barbarous nations knew how to thicken milk into a substance with an agreeable acidity. Number 30. Linda Perry of Four Non-Blondes wrote Pink's hit song, Get the Party Started. In 2017, Pink said, "You'd have to ask Linda Perry if it's about ecstasy." I don't know what she meant by it. I still don't know if it's I'm coming out or I'm coming up. I don't even know what I sang. Number 31. Landmine detonation misconception. Many people mistakenly believe that stepping on a landmine arms it and stepping off triggers it, creating tension in movies. In fact, the initial pressure trigger detonates the mine immediately. Number 32. Buildings on some of the Greek islands, like Santorini, are whitewashed, partly because whitewash served as an affordable disinfectant that helped prevent cholera and other serious diseases that plagued these islands in the early 20th century. Number 33. Your hometown deli in Paulsboro, New Jersey, was the sole location for Hometown International, a publicly traded entity. In 2021, it achieved a staggering market capitalization of over $100 million, despite generating only $35,748 in sales over 2 years, according to their securities filings. The deli's largest shareholder was the high school wrestling coach next door. Number 34. The Axis forces who occupied Germany during World War II fathered an estimated 400,000 children. Number 35. When 1930 musician Russ Columbo died from an accidental gunshot, his siblings went to enormous lengths to hide the news from their mother, who had a heart condition. They wrote fake letters from him and used records to simulate his radio show, maintaining the charade until she passed away a decade later. Number 36. Coolidge effect in males. The Coolidge effect is a biological phenomenon in animals in which males show renewed sexual interest when a new female is introduced, even after mating with previous but still available partners. Number 37. Some people can voluntarily contract the tensor tympani muscle, located within the middle ear, to produce a rumbling noise that only they can hear. Number 38. Asthma is the most common chronic illness among Olympians. Number 39. In 2014, Australian Senator Bill Heffernan protested new security arrangements at Parliament House by smuggling in a fake pipe bomb, which he then presented at a Senate hearing as proof that the building was no longer secure. Number 40. If someone strikes a person in the chest at precisely the right moment, it can cause a disturbance in the electrical impulses of the heart, leading to a type of heart failure known as commotio cordis. This condition directly affects the heart rhythm and, in most cases, is fatal within a 3-minute window if not treated. Number 41. European bedding ceremony tradition. In the past, many European cultures across all social classes practiced a bedding ceremony after marriages. The bride and groom were placed together in a marital bed in front of witnesses. In 16th century Germany, guests would leave and celebrate loudly outside, playing pipes and drums, while the couple consummated the marriage. Number 42. Election Day in the United States always falls on a Tuesday, because, in the past, it allowed farmers to reach the polls and still have time to get their crops to market. Number 43. The largest airline food poisoning incident occurred in 1975 on a Japanese Airlines flight en route to Denmark, where 197 passengers fell ill from infected omelets. A shortage of Japanese-Danish translators led to the recruitment of Japanese-speaking restaurant staff from Copenhagen as medical translators. Number 44. In the 1800s, individuals in the USA secured government jobs through connections to presidents rather than by merit. This practice ended after a disgruntled job seeker who believed he was owed a government appointment assassinated President James A. Garfield. Number 45. The shade of semen naturally changes over the course of a man's life. Number 46. Study on socioeconomic faces. A 2018 study by the University of Toronto found that based on grayscale photos of individuals, people could guess someone's socioeconomic status by looking at their face with 68% accuracy. This is significantly higher than random chance, suggesting that well-being differences are subtly etched into people's faces over time. Number 47. Coolio was actually in his early 30s when he recorded Gangsta's Paradise. Despite its iconic line, "I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know." Number 48. The epilogue cutscene in Metal Gear Solid 4 holds the world record for the longest cutscene in gaming history, clocking in at 71 minutes. The second longest is the pre-final battle cutscene in Star Ocean: The Last Hope, which lasts 46 minutes. Number 49. The 1988 Seoul Olympics were the first to distribute condoms, providing 8,500 initially, with increases ever since. However, there is no research evidence that Olympic athletes are more likely to seek out casual sex. Number 50. The Wandering Whore was the first guidebook about the city's prostitutes, circulating in London beginning in 1661. Despite appearing to educate law-abiding citizens on how to steer clear of prostitutes, it served as a guide. Thanks for watching. Like and comment if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss the next interesting facts. See you in our next video.